Hello, my loves. As you saw, I just made myself a little cup of tea because I thought today I would sit down with you and answer some questions and just hang out and chat. I have been getting a lot of questions from you. I asked you on Instagram and on YouTube if you wanted to know anything from me. And I got a lot of beautiful questions, which I won't be able to answer all of them today, but I do want to try and answer some of them just so that you can get a better feeling for me and get to know me a little bit better. And yeah, I love to share. So let's jump right into the questions. So we are currently in our new home where we moved in about 1 month ago. We live on Mallorca now, and we just had the most beautiful synchronicities when it came to finding this place. It's a beautiful house. I'm currently sitting in our beautiful living room. And yeah, our landlord is the most beautiful, gentle, loving woman I have ever met, probably. She is so sweet, and she actually loves this YouTube channel as well. And ever since we moved to Spain, we have just been introduced to the most beautiful, loving humans, and I don't know, it just feels very right for us to live here right now. Before Mallorca, we actually lived on the mainland, but we just decided that Mallorca is going to be the place for us because we wanted to have a mixture of nature, of course, always nature, but then we also wanted to have some community of younger people and a yoga community. And my husband is also a bike rider, so we needed a place where there's a bike community as well, and Mallorca definitely has a big bike community. So it just all aligned, and we will probably not live here forever. At least that's where we stand right now. We will probably live here for about maybe 2 years, and then because we are renting right now, so maybe in the future we will buy some land somewhere else and build our own little home, have lots and lots of animals. But yeah, we don't know. Let's see what the future holds for us. So my everyday movement practice looks different pretty much every single day. I try to make it a priority to move my body at least 15 minutes a day. Setting these smaller, achievable goals really helps me personally, because then I know 15 minutes, I can do 15 minutes. It's not this unachievable big goal that is going to be hard to include in my everyday life, but 15 minutes just feels so good to me. And also, I do not have any requirements for this movement practice. So these 15 minutes could be me sitting on my mat doing some very gentle head rolls and shoulder rolls and slight stretches. So my daily movement practice really doesn't need to be anything. Like I said, no requirements. It just needs to be what's true for me in that moment. And for me, this really allows me to truly connect to my intuition, to my femininity, to just connect to my body and let it decide what it needs in that moment. But generally speaking, I would say that I do about 2 to 3 times of yoga for like anything between 15 and 45 minutes every single week. And then also 2 to 3 times of more like strength-based Pilates kind of workouts, also between 15 and maybe 30 minutes every single week. And on the other days, I do either, like I said, some very gentle stretches on the floor, or I go for a long walk in nature, which I love as well. And what my practice looks like, my practice is literally exactly what I'm sharing with you on YouTube. This is my practice. And about 6 months ago or so, I started to include some more strength-based workout sort of Pilates classes into my routine, because I really noticed that it helped my body and also beautifully helped my yoga practice when I started to tone certain muscle groups in my body. And that's when I came out with the Tone and Flow series, which I will also continue, because I think it's just such a beautiful way to tone your body while also having the benefits of a more flowy, more sensual kind of yoga class. For me, anything that awakens my senses is my go-to. And of course, I love creating these longer ceremonies where I put on something where I feel sexy or sensual in, where I light Palo Santo, where I light candles, where I turn on music, where I drink my cacao, where I dance, where I just play with my feminine. I love these like ceremonial spaces, but of course, they are more of a special occasion kind of things. They're not happening every day. They happen maybe like, I don't know, like once a week or once every 2 weeks. And I also love going to places where they have like cacao ceremonies or women's circle. Women's circle are so beautiful. Like being in a room with other women is so potent. But what is truly profound for me is my everyday practice, my everyday feminine practice. So first of all, I love taking a very long, lavish time in the morning to do my face and body care. I love that. I do gua sha, I do face massages, I do body massages. I just pamper myself like a queen, and that's what I feel like after this session. I just take as much time as I have on that day. Sometimes that's 3 minutes, sometimes that's 20 minutes, and just fully give myself this beautiful pampering in the morning. And my movement practice is, of course, still a big part of my feminine practice as well. And that doesn't necessarily need to be yoga. That can also be something like slow dancing, or lots of hip circles, or keeping a lot of contact with my hand to my skin, which I love to include in my yoga classes as well, because I just find it so beautifully to connect to your body. So really anything that helps me to connect to the present, to connect to my body, and that allows me to feel pleasure. Pleasure is such an important part. And I try to make pleasure a priority in my everyday little things that I do. So in the way that I do my skincare, like I said, in the way that I take my time preparing my chai in the morning and really taking in the smell, seeing what it looks like, tasting it, in the way that I lay in bed with my husband in the morning, just breathing skin to skin and being fully present. Or in the way that I perceive nature when I go outside for a nature walk, or just sit outside on the ground. So it can really be found in everything, in every single thing that you do on a daily basis, you can transform this into a pleasurable little ritual for yourself. So what I just said is basically exactly what I would advise. Find one or two little things in your everyday life that you do anyway on a daily basis, and see how you can activate one or two more senses while you do them. So for example, instead of just stepping on your mat and doing yoga, maybe you want to light a candle, or maybe you want to light some Palo Santo. And maybe instead of eating your meals with some form of distraction every day, like in front of the TV or reading a book or whatever, make it a priority to choose one single meal every day that you eat with mindfulness. So, and then when you do this, become super present. So see what your food looks like, see the texture of your food, see what it smells like. And then once it's in your mouth, again, see what the textures feel like on your tongue. What different single sensations do you feel when you insert your food? Like, eating can be such a sensual experience. So see what in your everyday life you can transform into a sensual ritual. And your sensuality is nothing else than your senses being activated. And you activate your senses when you are fully grounded in your body and in the present moment. So you can always concentrate on, okay, what do I hear right now? What do I see right now? What do I smell right now? Just coming back to the activation of your senses, again, will automatically activate your sensuality. We are all sensual beings, and we just need to learn to activate our senses again regularly on a daily basis. So I work as an online yoga teacher, yes, but I also work as a photographer, and I will leave the website below if you want to check out my work. And yeah, when I started my self-employment journey, things were a little bit different, or a lot different than they are now. Because I still do, but I had so much passion for what I was doing that the line between work and life was very blurry. So it was just all mushed together into one. And that sort of, led to me overworking constantly, because I didn't really know what it meant to take a break, because when I took a break, I wanted to do what I was creating anyway. And so I would just really work the entire day, from morning till late in the evening, sometimes till late at night, because I was just so passionate. So I started seeing decreases in my health and just in the overall life that I was living, in the way that I was living with other humans around me, in the way that I was communicating, because I was constantly working. And so I started setting some boundaries with myself and creating a structure around my work. And that was truly such a life changer for me. So I still work very intuitively. I will forever work intuitively, but I do have a lot of rules that are set in place right now, which help me so much. Like, for example, I have rules for the amount of screen time that I can do every single day. I have rules for example, 3 hours before bed, the phone and the laptop or any sort of work are off. Same in the morning. I have about half an hour to an hour of my morning practice, and only after that do I turn on my phone and work. Or for example, the time frame, or the amount of time that I interact with comments or with social media in general every single day. So I have set these rules for me that help me to stay in my creativity, to stay in my flow, because this structure, like within this structure, I can be completely free and flow around, but I am being held by myself. And having these rules is also very important for me to keep my channel clear, And thankfully, I have my beautiful husband to hold me accountable for all of these things. And of course, sometimes all these rules go out the window because, then I have like a big deadline or a big project coming up and I do work very late, for example, or I do engage in comments more. But generally speaking, most of the time, these rules are my non-negotiable and I cannot ever live without them. And one very big game changer for me was also working according to my cycles. So, for example, when it comes to filming, I film my menstruation flows, my yin yoga flows, when I am in my menstrual cycle. Now, when I am in my follicular or ovulatory phase, that's when I film my like stronger vinyasa flows or my tone and flow. So I will just do more in this phase of my cycle, and same with workload. When I am in my menstruation phase, I have the least amount of work than compared to any other phase of my cycle. And that works so beautifully with me because we as women are cyclical beings and we need to learn to embrace our cycle and work with our cycle. And I do exactly that. And ever since I started doing that, my life has just become so much more easeful and flowy. And it's beautiful, not just for me, but everyone around me, because I know myself and I know what I need in every single phase. Like, for example, I do not ever engage in comments when I am in my menstrual phase because my channel is just so open. I am so sensitive that even the slightest little negative comment could just tip me over the edge. And so I don't do that in that phase. I do it in every single other phase. And so having these sort of rules for yourself can be so beneficial for your overall health and give you the tools to really make your health, not just your physical health, but especially also your mental health, a priority. All right, my friends, let's talk about my membership. I am so excited. For those of you who have seen my YouTube shorts or follow me on Instagram, you will have already seen the name of my beautiful membership coming up. It is called Unfold. And Unfold has been such a beautiful journey. I love the creation process of this membership. And I wanted to create it in this Q&A because I got a lot of questions on the membership as well. And I want to answer them, of course, so you get a deeper understanding of what's coming your way, of what I created, and all the things. So let's jump in. So on my membership, you will find all of the yoga classes that you already know from YouTube, all of your favorite classes, plus, of course, exclusive classes for Unfold. Next to the yoga classes, you will find meditation and breathwork classes. And here, same thing, you will find all of your meditation classes that you know from YouTube, plus exclusive content on Unfold. Next, you will find strength-based classes. So you will find a mixture of Pilates, workouts, or really anything that gets the blood boiling. Then something very special, you will find rituals, women's circle, and embodiment work on the platform as well. So over the next few months, there will be new rituals added from me, but also, and that's also very, very special, rituals added by other beautiful female creators who are going to share their beautiful magic on Unfold for you. And when the platform goes live, there will already be one beautiful exclusive ritual, which is going to be called the Mystica Winter Solstice Ceremony. And it's going to be amazing. Next, you will find live classes and ceremonies as well as community hangouts. So about once a month, we will do a live event together. That could look like a yoga class plus a ceremony, or sometimes that will also just be live hangouts where we chat together, where we get to know each other, where we drink chai or tea and just have a good time and really become a family. And something very, very dear to my heart will be the community chat or the community wall. And this is going to be very similar to social media. So you can post, you can interact with others, you can interact with me, we can talk about all different kinds of topics, and we can share our experiences together. And this is really going to be the heart of Unfold, because I want this to be a place where we can really connect human to human, not social media, especially on YouTube. When there's so many people, it can sometimes be difficult to truly connect. But on this platform, it's going to be so much easier, especially because of the community chat, to just get to know each other on such a deep, profound level. What's also very special about the platform is that there are going to be custom filters for you to sort the content through. And one of these filters will be your 4 menstrual cycles. So all of the content on Unfold will be divided into 4 categories, not just these 4, but one of these 4. And you can sort the content through depending on whichever cycle you're in, because like I said before, I live very much in tune with my menstrual cycle, and this is something that I want you to learn as well. And I want to help you understand your cycles. I want to help you understand how you can live more in tune with your cycles. And that's why I created these filters, so it's easier for you to just, sort the content already and then look what feels right for you in that moment and what's right for your body, of course. So most of you who know me know my approach to anything. I live and work from a place of intuition, from a place of inner knowing, of creating what is true for me in that moment. And I will continue to do so. Unfold will be a place where I will ask you to soften, where I will ask you to tune into your body, to really become present with what is true in the moment for you, and to live with the cycles of yourself, to live just in presence, grounded in yourself, in your body. And of course, I live what I teach. So I am not going to make promises as to how many or how often new classes or new content will be going live on Unfold. There might be months where there are 10 new classes going live, and there might be months where we have like one huge live event and that's it. But there will be, of course, new content coming your way every single month, but it's going to look different depending on what's right for me, what's right for you in that moment. It's always going to be high quality. It's always going to be beautiful. That's definitely a promise I can make to you. It's going to be such a wonderful space for us all to connect, and can't wait. So there will be 3 payment options for the membership. First of all, you can pay monthly, which will turn out to be 24 euros a month. Then you can pay every 6 months, which would turn out to be 22 euros a month. And then you can pay every 12 months, which would turn out to be 20 euros a month. So basically, when you pay for 12 months in advance, you will be gifted 1 month for free. And yeah, I wanted this place to be affordable. And I know, of course, that this amount of money is still unaffordable to some people, but generally speaking, I just wanted the price to be relatively low and close to what you would pay, for example, when you go to a live yoga class. So yeah. Something so special. The membership will be in English and in German. That was so important to me because, of course, my YouTube is in English and in German. And I know that I have many followers whose English is not so great, and I didn't want to exclude them at all. Of course, these lives that I'm doing right now, it's difficult to do them twice. So they're always going to be in English, but every single content that you will find on Unfold will be in English and in German, available to everyone. And yeah, the general Like the general buttons and filters and tags will all be in English because I can only choose one language. But like I said, all the content will be bilingual. Yes, I will still upload my YouTube. Nothing will change on the YouTube front. You will still find new classes there. The Unfold membership will just be like a juicy little extra where you will find even more content exclusively for you, and especially also where you have a space where you can intimately connect with others and with me. So if you cannot afford it right now, you can absolutely just continue watching the YouTube content that I create for you. I love that you are here. I love that you watch the content. I love that it, helps you in any way, that it is part of your journey in any way. It is so amazing. I just wanted to create a space where I can offer just a little bit more than I do on YouTube. All right, my friends, that is it for today. We are through with the questions. I hope that you found some answers, maybe even your own. And thank you so much for being here with me. Please let me know in the comments below if you like this, this setup, this type of video where I just answer some questions and talk to the camera. I know that I always want to try and help you connect deeper with me in person. And I always want to try sharing some personal updates, which I definitely will be doing more of on the Unfold membership. You can take a sip. But yes, again, let me know if you like what you want to see next besides yoga classes. Maybe, I don't know, you want to see my morning routine, or you have other questions that I can answer in an upcoming Q&A, then you can just leave it all in the comments below. I am just happy to connect with you, to talk to you, to chat with you. And yeah, other than that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, for taking this time to listen to me. And oh yeah, one more thing. The membership Unfold will go live next week on Sunday. So 1 week from today, 7 days are left. I'm really excited. I am like deeply in the creation portal. And on that day when it goes live, we will actually have a big live event happening for all Unfold members. But I will tell you all about it. I will keep you updated here in the community tab, but also on Instagram. So if you want more updates, also more personal updates, you can follow me on Instagram. I definitely share more personal things there. And yeah, I'm excited to open the portal next week on Sunday for you and show you what I have created specifically for the Unfold portal. And until then, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. I am sending you so much love and light and gratitude. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing, and see you next time.